What is up, YouTube? It is Tuesday, October 19th. It's about 8:15 a.m. Eastern Time. And man, oh man, you guys guessed it. We're here for another market analysis. Word. Let's go ahead and dive on into it. So first things first, GJ is moving to the north side pretty well here. To be honest, like I just like logged into the chart here a second ago. I did look at it before like I got my morning like moving. And I noticed it broke out of this range, so I was already anticipating for it to kind of do like a little continuation here to the upside. I did look at like the 15-minute time frame when I was up, and I think it was like 6:45 or so. I was getting ready to go on my walk, and I seen this little bearish candle, and basically saw this happening and just kind of saw the continuation. But it wasn't like my favorite time to trade or whatever. Like I still had shit, priorities, so didn't dump into that move quite yet. So right now, man, I'm not gonna lie, this mouse drives me insane. But anyways, as far as what we're looking at right now, I saw this happening here on the 30-minute. I watched it break the high here. I almost got into this trade, and let me tell you why I didn't. So number one, I don't like to take a trade based on an assumption that it's going to continue. Even though this is like very common, like formation or pattern that I see happen all the time. Like this is something I love to trade. Basically, like, a huge range that we had, over a certain amount of time period, a breakout, and basically like a minor resistance formed and then a continuation. So it's like almost like, price might stop here and go back down, but it's like, fuck no, dude. We got momentum. We're going to the north side. But the reason I didn't hop in here is number one, there's this big ass gray zone that I had here from yesterday marked up. And I knew that was a big ass like rejection zone from like the daily or, just another time frame. So I was like, nah, let me take some time here and make sure I do a proper analysis and also, I really want to see this candle close above this one, respect the low like it did and, broke the high already. So as long as it closes similar to this, I'm going to take an entry on the next one as it breaks the high, and it should continue on, no doubt, especially coming into the 8:30 time frame. But it's very important that like I wait for this to happen because number one, I want this candle to close like this, and number two, I want the next candle to form something like, I want the next candle to respect the low of the previous one, but break the high. So, it might look something like this. It might have like a wick down and then it might go back up, but I'm going to catch it as it breaks this high. So that's pretty much like what I'm going to be looking for as far as like an entry to catch the rest of this move. But for now, we got 11 minutes until, we can potentially see that happen. So we're just going to let that do its thing and do our analysis properly from here. Cool. So for GJ, let's make it a little bit larger time frame here. We'll do it the daily. Yeah, so as you can see, even like this like I love to see on the daily too. Very strong like candle movement to the north side. One sign of bearish movement, but market was like, fuck no, we're gonna keep going. So overall, like this is what we were looking at yesterday was like the rejection zone that was like way back over here. Yeah, it was like in this range. All right. I really don't even understand why this mouse is such a piece of shit, but whatever company this is, man, I want to like call them and let them know that their mouses suck ass. But yeah, so this is like that past rejection zone, and if you can see, it's right in it. So I'm gonna mark this up here, and then I'm gonna mark this up here. Because this, this was a big rejection, but which we could see something similar today, but I'm just gonna leave that there and see if we can start to identify like any signs of like support and resistance in that zone based on the lower time frames. Oh man, I don't even understand why this mouse sucks so bad. Like dies all the time or something. I don't know what it is. The fucking thing sucks. It's really fucking up my analysis here. All right, so on the 4-hour, we have a nice solid little range here that we have broken now. And, looks like we're going to continue. Wow. Yeah, so I think this mouse just like literally sucks because it just put a new fucking battery in it. All right, so we have that on the 4-hour, now 30-minute. Wow. 30-minute, we have like this little like kind of like I'm just gonna mark this up as a resistance. And like I said earlier, as long as this candle closes above this zone, I'm gonna be looking to take an entry on the break of the high for like a continuation. So to give you an idea of what that's gonna look like as far as like the actual trade, um, I always put my stop loss like 2 pips below the low. So we see that 157.858. So it's going to be like 157.398. That's going to be 2 pips. So move this up to 398. And that's like pretty much what I'm going to be looking for there. And as I always mention, like I really only go for like 10 pip moves. I don't really care to like sit in the market all day. I just want to, catch what I know I can get and get out. So, we're going to be looking for, 158.061 to 158.164 region. Obviously, if you look at the stop loss, it's like kind of large, but versus the risk to reward, it's kind of large. But at the end of the day, I'm not anticipating this actually going down this far. If price is going to continue going, where I'm going to look to take an entry, it'll be on its way up, so it should just continue its way up. And I'm going to pull this up here on my iPad just in case we go a little bit longer here. So I can catch that. Cool. So let's look at gold here. Gold, see, this is gold doing gold things. I'm honestly probably gonna stop like watching this because yeah, shit's kind of wild. This actually though, like to be honest, like let's draw this up because we could have caught this trade, and let me explain how. So we have a resistance up here on gold, support down here on gold. Now this support, isn't really validated because this candle hasn't closed yet, but as long as it closes bullish, this is going to be a support. 4 hour, same type of thing. We have like a high created, then like came down, tested this zone, and it looks like it's going back up into this zone up here somewhere. So we can even mark this up here as a potential point of rejection to go back down. And we'll dive it down into the 30-minute. So here's like the first thing I saw on the 30-minute. So we have a resistance formed here, a support formed here. And keep in mind, we're looking at the 30-minute time frame. So if price is coming up here, it makes a high, it comes down, it tests the support, and then goes back up to retest the high that was created. This is like literally what just happened here. Now, obviously, like gold doing gold things, it rejected the fuck out of the high over here. But this is something I've seen over and over and over again. Price is like ranging for some sort of time. We had this range drawn up yesterday, but it comes up here, creates a high, comes in, forms a level of support, and then goes and retests that high. So if you can catch this move, like this happens like 80% of the time. I see this happen over and over and over again. One of like my favorite moves to try and catch. But with gold, like I don't recommend like holding on to your shit too long because it'll straight just like whipsaw. And as you can see, if you didn't secure profits, you're in drawdown now. And it looks like it's going to break the low and probably continue down. But yeah, so I just wanted to show you that just because it's a something that I see often. And if I see it on a pair that I like to trade, like GJ, I'm going to take that move every single time. But cool, Bitcoin. Looks like we're having some sort of like rejection or, signs of like weakness or whatever you want to call it, slowing down happening here at the 63,000 mark, 62,000 mark. So I think if we can close above this gray line, we'll be good to continue up. Just as you can see, we didn't get a weekly close like higher than 60,000 in the past, and we got it last week. So I think if we can break the high, we'll probably continue up, but I'm definitely going to, anticipate some signs of like slowing down of this this bullish run. Maybe even come down here to test 52,000, maybe just stay above 60,000 and continue up, but who knows? But overall, Bitcoin's looking really good. Haven't really touched any of the analysis since I originally marked it up, and it's still following it pretty good. XRP looks like we're forming a level of support right here. Kind of doing what I drew up here, came up here to this zone, coming down to test this dollar mark like it did 2 days ago, and hopefully up here to $1.30, $1.40 and onwards. But that's kind of what we got in play. It looks like we're about 2 minutes into, or a minute and 14 seconds away from potential GJ entries. So this is something that I'm going to take action on. And like I said, as long as it closes just like it's looking, I'm going to look to take a long at the break of this high. So I'll go ahead and just leave the stream up for 47 seconds or so. We'll see if it does it in the first couple of minutes here. If so, awesome, we'll take it. But overall, it's looking good right here for the close. Eight seconds, perfect. So pretty much like I said, I'm looking for the low to be respected here, and then price will go up, break the high here, and it's going to continue up to the north side. Oh, looks like we're going up. Is it going to break it? Shall it break? We will hang here for another minute or two, and actually, I'm going to go ahead and just shut it down just because I need to get rocking on the rest of my shit today. But I'm going to leave this up on my end because I'm going to look to take this entry. Like I said, as long as the low gets respected here, I'm going to take an entry as soon as the high is broken. And I'm going to place my stop loss below the low of this candle, whether it's down here or up here or wherever. I'm just going to place the stop loss below the low of this candle once it breaks. So cool. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video. I'll do analysis if I take this entry on how I took it. And yep, hope you guys have a great Tuesday. Peace.